Well, we had some storm come through and it's clearing out now. It's kind of hazy looking. Let's take a look out here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, messing with this thing, trying to get it to spin over. The key, I don't have a key, and couldn't get the ignition cylinder to one turn with a screwdriver or nothing. But looking at the wiring, it wasn't going to do nothing anyway. So, robbed the battery out of my truck, just for the time being. I needed some big amperage, you know. A little lawnmower battery wasn't going to cut it. Got an old starter generator on this one. I've been lubing her up. You know, it's got the little cap there. You're supposed to oil it right there. So, been lubing her up with some WD. Lubing up the clutch. Trying to get her to turn over. This whole starter gen is just rough. I should take it off and rebuild it on the bench first. But we're just going to try to get what we can while it's in the unit. So, she's slow. But she, she turns somewhat. She stops every once in a while. I think a lot of that's to do with this old belt, too. So, I mean, and also she's just got rust all everywhere, you know. And them old bearings off in yonder, that old gearbox. Everything, you know, everything's pretty rough. So, I don't have the clutch pedal pushed in either because it's still kind of seized. So, I'm basically turning the whole drivetrain, or powertrain. So, you know, it's a lot of load on her. So, but it's turning some. Let's see here. Oh, maybe not. Give her a kickstart. There we go. It's slow, but you know it's picking up. It's getting there. Oh yeah. And remember, I don't have a spark plug in it, but I did go ahead and lube down the cylinder with some WD, trying to get some, you know, lubrication on the walls while we're spinning over, and the spider on the floor. I also messed with the John Deere 140. I threw a battery in her, fired her off. Carburetor's trash. That's fine. I figured it would be. I'm surprised it made fire because it ain't got a point to cover. And it's been sitting for over a year like that. So she fired right off. Didn't have a care in the world. She's loud though. I forgot there's no muffler. But yeah, we're getting somewhere on this. I'm gonna have to rewire this whole damn tractor. It's bad. So we'll figure it out. Like I said, it turns over. I'm glad about that. Don't know if I can save a starter gen. I think I can. I'll take her apart, clean her up, see what I can do. There's a tag here. I don't know what it says. I got to clean it up and see. Need to get the clutch clutching. Boy, that's a common theme around here. Tractors with clutches that don't clutch, man. That is... There's too much of that going on. I did sell my mowers, my electric one, so that's good. Got a little bit more space. Got enough room for a tractor right there. So, yep. That's about it for now. I'm just tinkering away with this, seeing what I can get out of her, and seeing what else will go on. So I'll let y'all know when I get something else figured out. Well, I figured if I'm going to keep on keeping on, I need to really just take a good look at this starter generator. So I got her over here on the bench. I'm going to pull her apart, see what I can see about cleaning it up and all that. I mean, it works, so I just need it to work a little better. So I got it yanked out the tractor. It wasn't too bad, actually. The bolts, they all look menacing, but they all came out just smooth as silk. Clutch is clutching just a little bit more, so that's good. It's not clutching quite like I like, but it's clutching better than it was. So hopefully I can get it cleaned up, get the starter cleaned up, get the clutch clutching, and maybe get a little bit faster rip'ems out of it, you know. Enough to maybe see if she'll fire. Probably not. I ain't even looked at the points yet. It probably won't fire. So, but we need more speed, man. We ain't gonna get nowhere without no speed. So, let's see if we can fix that. Well, about a whole can of brake clean there, and took her all apart, got her all cleaned up. Came apart surprisingly easily. These bolts right here just came right out. Brushes are okay-ish, good enough for me to reuse anyway. So, because this thing really needs to be just torn apart and completely painted and all that, but I just ain't doing that right now, you know. I ain't got the time. Well, I do, but I don't want to, you know. I want to make sure it's working good before I go overhauling anything too bad. So, we just took her apart, cleaned her up, got all the gunk out of her, and made sure the bearings are turning good, and they are. So, I'm going to throw it back on. I did clean out the pulleys because they were all gummed up with junk. So, the belt's still trash, but, you know, it's going to hold together long enough for us to do what we're doing. So let's get this thrown on and see if we got more rip'ems out of it. Alright, got our Tron back on here, got the belt on. It is not lining up too good. There's some washers in here. I bet I could take one out or two and get that more lined up. But I ain't doing that right now. It'll probably work the way it is. Let's find out. Oh, that's way better. That's way better. We got plenty of rip'ems now. Oh man, I don't know what that thumping is. I hope it ain't the lower end of the motor. It's probably I think it's probably that damn gearbox and that drive belt back there that's real bad. Well, that's pretty good. Let's do it again. Fantastic. Man, that's good. I'm real happy about that. Alright. So that's working good enough. Now what do we do? I guess we gotta figure out an ignition system. I ain't got no coil or nothing. I don't know what's going on with that. So we'll figure it out. I still gotta get the clutch freed. There's one of them dang ants. That's one thing about this machine. There's ants everywhere. Probably all under there. That's probably what I'll do is take this off. I bet there's just a mess under there. Oof. Alright. I'll figure out something else to do on it. Well, I've been just beating on it and spraying it and hammering on it and moving things around. I finally got the front spindles out. It took a lot of spray, a lot of movement, but we got them out. So, there's one. They're not bad. They're not pitted. They're not really worn. They were just rusty, just dirty. So that's good. That's kind of the common theme on this tractor. Everything's kind of rusty, but not bad. So far, nothing's been bad. Nothing's broke. Cross my fingers. Nothing's been pitted too bad. The only bad rust I see is on the dash over there by the pedal where the battery's kind of leaked. And even that's not terrible. So, whew, I got to get this spindle welded up. As you can see, she's broken. It was like that when I got it. I didn't do that. So I got to straighten it out, weld it up. I'll get my buddy to help me with that. Because I can't weld. I'd like to learn. Haven't learned yet. So there's that. But I'm just glad to get that stuff out so that I can get this thing to steer. So at least I can push it around a little easier. Still got to work on the clutch, getting it freed up. I'm kind of waiting until I get the steering back together and get it back on all fours before I mess with that anymore. So I think I might need to find a carburetor because that is pretty ate up. I don't know. I might can save on it, you know. I'll take it apart and see what I can do. I definitely need a choke butterfly. Or no, that's the screw for the air cleaner. What am I talking about? I don't know. I am missing a Welch plug though, so that is a problem. But I'll figure that out later. But yeah, I'm excited. We got the starter generator spinning good. We got the steering's going to be spinning good, so I don't think I'm going to replace the bearings in these little hubs yet because they spin. They're a little loose, sure, but I don't want to go putting all that money into this thing just yet. You know, I want to hear it run. I want to see if it drives. I'm not going to go, you know, throwing all this new stuff in it because that stuff's expensive. So let's see what we can do with what we got. That's my saying. That's what I feel like doing. So that's where we're at for now. It'll probably be a little bit before I get some more done on this because, like I said, I need to get that spindle welded up, get them cleaned up, throw them back in, and then get the clutch freed up. And then we can kind of continue from there. So I'll let y'all know in the next one what's happening. Thanks for watching.